Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, welcome back with me. I'm Sylvia Nurseha, and here I will explain some point on number 2 in the final test language evaluation. Okay, for the first slide, I will explain about what is language evaluation. Evaluation is defined as a systematic assessment activity about the benefit and use of an object. In carrying out the evaluation, there are judgments to determine the value of a program both subjectively and objectively. Evaluation requires data of a measurement result and information on assessment result that are multidimensional, including abilities, creativity, attitude, interest, skill, and so on. Okay, for the second slide, I will explain about validity and reliability. Okay, what do you think about validity and reliability? Validity is how the researcher talk about the extent to which the result represent reality. Research method, quantitative or qualitative, is a method for studying real phenomena. So that data validity refers to how much of the phenomenon will be measured or how much unrelated information involved in the result. And reliability is a measure of the stability or consistency of test scores. We can also think of it as the ability to repeat test results or research findings. We also need to know there is the term reliability coefficient, that is a measure of how well the test measure a statement. In this slide, I will explain the difference between test, measurement, and assessment. Okay. What is the test? The test is a comprehensive, systematic, and objective evaluation procedure whose result can be used as a basis for decisions making. And measurement is the process of collecting data through empirical observation to collect information that is relevant to the state objective. And last, assessment. Assessment can be defined as the process of interpreting the measurement result data on the learning process and outcomes in the form of scores by converting them into values based on certain procedures through measurement. Okay, in this slide, I have kind of assessment technique. The first assessment is check. The assessment is carried out using a checklist, yes or no, in which each student gets a score according to the competency criteria determined by the assessor, and the second, rating scala or scale. The rating scale method is known as the grade scale, which is in the form of a list containing the nature of behavioral characteristics to be assessed, which are in accordance with the criteria to be assessed and recorded in stage starting from the lowest value to the highest value. And the third is observation. Observation in the process of obtaining information data from the first hand by observing. The assessment is carried out starting from the assessment of student, attitudes toward learning materials, teachers, friends, and the environment. And the fourth is homework assessment. Homework assessments trigger independent tasks that teachers give to do at home as additional practice. The teacher's lesson preparation plan generally includes a structured self-study section at home. and the fifth, portfolio, and the sixth is test. The test is a collection of questions that are given to students in several forms, such as oral, which can be called an oral test, a written test, which is commonly called a written test, and in the form of action. And the next is quiz, giving quizzes in a strategy given by teacher to students by giving questions in the learning process related to the material that has been taught with the aim of measuring the level of understanding of students. And the last, this is performance. This form of assessment requires students to practice and apply the knowledge they have learned in various contents according to the desired criteria. For the last slide, I have kind of tests. First, test true or false. True or false is a form of test whose items are statements. Some of statements are true statements and some are false statements. Students must choose which statement is correct and which statement is wrong. In the answer number, the correct statement yes must be filled with the letter true or false or other sign provided for it. And the second is multiple choice. Multiple choice item is an item that consists of an incomplete statement. To complete the statement, several connection statements are provided. One of them is a correct connection, while the other is an incorrect connection. Students are asked to choose the correct connection for the incomplete statement. The correct connection number on the answer sheet must be filled with a cross, circle marks, or other sign in accordance with the relevant test instruction. And the third is matching. Okay, matching is a form of test consisting of two parallel columns, where each column contains description or statement. Students are asked to match its information in the left column with different information in the right column. Match item basically almost the same as multiple choice. And the last kind of test is completion. Completion. Item completion consists of an incomplete statement or sentence, where students are asked to complete the statement or sentence with one or more words at the point provided. Item completion can also be in the form of direct question, in contrast to the form of item discussed previously, where in this form it is only necessary to choose the alternative that have been provided. Then in item complete, students must write their own answer requested. Okay, I think enough for my video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next my video. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.